Story time when I threw up all over myself. Let me set the mood for you guys. I'm 7 years old. My mom says, hey, we're gonna go to a friend's party. You wanna come? And I was like, sure, I'll go. I didn't want to stay with my grandparents because usually when my mom goes out, I would stay with my grandparents. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm in a party type of mood. Let's go. Picking my outfit out, I choose this pretty little pink dress, and then I put these pretty little red shoes that my mom had literally just got me. When I was 7, my mom was buying me like the little 1-inch wedge heels. So I thought I was hot in this dress and some heels. Not only am I trying to get like super glammed out for this birthday, but I'm telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, can you please do my hair? And then also put perfume on me. And I was like, yeah, if I'm gonna go to this party, I'm gonna be the hottest there. Girl, I'm 7. My mom was literally trying to hype me up. Girl, the shoes were ugly, the dress ugly. And heading to the party, I feel perfectly fine. I feel extremely happy to be going to this party. And I'm like, yeah, I look so good right now. The party, I'm saying hi to everybody that I know, you know, the birthday girl and everything. And we've been to their parties like multiple times, so I already knew it was gonna be a good ass party. I eat with my mom, I eat some food. Mom goes off and she does her own things with her friend. Mom's friend had a son that was around my age, so that's why I was getting all glammed up. I had the biggest crush on him. So we're on the couch playing with this easy bake oven, and then we're also playing with like this oven that would like shrink little charms and turn them into necklaces, and I thought it was the coolest thing. So I was like, I'm gonna make this boy a necklace. I'm making him a necklace and we're all playing when all of a sudden my stomach starts growling bad. I was like, okay, I know I'm not hungry, I just ate. But then the cramps start to set in. I'm not only my stomach growling, but my stomach is like throwing off the worst cramps ever. So I was like, what's going on right now? But then it gets worse. Not only is my stomach hurting, I'm getting cramps, but then I'm feeling lightheaded now at this point. And I'm like, okay, like something's really, really wrong. I should probably go tell my mom. And you could low-key just see it on my face that I'm literally like drained. I'm feeling so nauseous. Like I'm like this on the couch, kind of like swaying a bit because I'm so nauseous. My stomach is hurting. Things are just going bad for me. And then I'm getting like hot flashes and everything. Mom's trying to give me like water and food and stuff to help me because she thinks like, oh, maybe like I'm getting sick or something. Nope, wrong. As I'm out here suffering in front of my biggest crush at the time, my mom's really trying to help me, and she was like, you know, maybe we should go home. And I was like, no, I don't want to go home. So my mom is like, okay, fine, we'll stay here for like 20 more minutes and then we'll go home. And I was like, okay, fine. So now we're leaving. I'm saying bye to everybody. I'm like, bye, give my crush a hug, and I'm like, oh, this was such a great night. He saw me so cute, this and this and that. Y'all, my mom is talking to her friend. All of a sudden, all the nauseousness, everything just comes back to me. I can't even hold it anymore. I throw up all over myself, like projectile vomit, like all over, bro. After I projectile vomit all over myself, I proceed to vomit some more, as if the first time was not enough. My mom and quite literally everybody at this party is just staring at me now because I'm covered in throw up. My dress, my shoes, ruined, and there's nothing left to do but to cry. I'm crying and crying, and my mom was like, okay, let's go clean you up and then we're gonna go home. You know, I'm already so embarrassed because, bruh, be for real right now. Not only am I covered in vomit, but her whole like grass and lawn covered in vomit. I ended up just having food poisoning, and every time I got invited to go back to one of their parties, I always said, nope, I'm gonna stay right here at home. That's the story of how I threw up all over myself.
Storytime, my boyfriend's best friend was obsessed with him. So a little background information, I was 18 years old and a senior in high school. I started dating my boyfriend, who we're going to call David, in my senior year, and I was absolutely in love with this boy. Our relationship was perfect except for one tiny problem. Not only was I dating David, but it felt like I was dating his best friend, Jenna. Don't get me wrong, Jenna was a chill girl, but she always made sure to remind me that she knew David before I knew him and that she knew him better than I did. For example, the one day Jenna and I had went over David's house while he was at work because his mom wanted to help us plan something for his birthday. And I was super excited until Jenna shit on every single one of my ideas. I was like, oh, we should get him tickets to a concert because he loves music. And then Jenna goes, why do you think we should get him tickets to a Travis Scott concert? And I was like, oh, because that's one of his favorite artists right now. And then she goes, exactly, give it a week and then he won't give a shit about his music. And then I had recommended that we go to this one really good Italian place because he told me that he loves Italian food. And then Jenna looks at me and she's like, this is David's birthday, not yours. And then David's mom chimes in and she's like, yeah, honey, these are all really good ideas. Like for part 2. Part 2 about how my boyfriend's best friend was obsessed with him. So like I said, I recommend all these places and then she shits on every single one of my ideas. And then Jenna's mom chimes in and she's like, yeah, honey, these are all really good ideas, but Jenna knows him a little bit better than you and I do. So at this point, I realize that she thinks this is a competition and then I just shut up. Fast forward, I didn't get what they did. I decided to get him tickets to the concert. So fast forward, him and I go, we had a really good time. Well, that same night at 2 a.m, she swipes up on one of David's videos and she's like, oh, how was the concert? And David was like, oh, it was great. Wish you could have been there. And then she goes, well, I was supposed to go, but your girlfriend didn't tell me when she was buying the tickets. And he was like, oh, well, I'm sure she didn't mean to. And then she goes, I don't know, David. It seems like she tries to leave me out of things on purpose. I would really appreciate if you confront her about this because I'm tired of being left out. Fast forward, the one day out of nowhere, he looks at me and he's like, do you have a problem with Jenna? And I'm like, no, what do you mean? Then he starts sticking up for her, so I leave the house because I was not about to deal with it. Fast forward, that same night, I get a text message from her saying that she wanted to talk. Like for part 3. Part 3 about how my boyfriend's best friend was obsessed with him. So as soon as we get on the phone, first thing out of her mouth is, I just want to let you know that I was in David's life first and you're not going to push me out of it. And then I tell her that was never the plan, but if she keeps this up, then I'm going to make David choose between her and I. And then she goes, well, I wasn't even going to tell you this, but David and I have been hooking up for the last 3 years, even during your relationship. So of course, I confront David about this and he swears up and down that she's lying. And I told him the only way that I would believe him was if he cut her off for good. He did, and after this girl went psychotic. She went and got pregnant by some other guy and then told David that it was his baby. And then everybody at school felt bad for her because David was dating me and not her. And then of course everyone feels even more bad for her because she apparently lost the baby because of the stress that him and I were causing her. Fast forward senior year, it came out that she was never pregnant. The only reason why everybody found this out was because she wanted to start dating this guy Jeremiah, and he said to her, well, I don't want to be with a girl who got pregnant by another guy. And she goes, I was never even pregnant. I don't know how that rumor got started. And he was like, well, how do I know you're not lying to me? And then she goes, because I can show you my period tracker. And for those 3 months that she was pregnant, she logged her period every month.
Storytime on how I got kicked out at 2 a.m. while I reactivate my old slime. It's still get your money's worth and let it drain. Like, I was like 11 when this happened to me, and it wasn't just me, it was me, my sisters, and my mom, okay? Jumping right into the trauma, all I remember is that my youngest sister, she was a baby, she had a fever, and everyone's sleeping. It's like 2 in the morning, and next thing you know, BB just starts telling us we have to hurry up, we gotta go, we gotta get out of here, like they can't have us stay here. Oh, yeah. My mom was trying to beg and plead with BB because my younger sister, like I mentioned, she had a fever. Like her fever was a high fever and she couldn't just go out in the middle of the freaking night. But BB was like, no, y'all got to go, y'all gotta get out of here. I forgot to add this, but my other sister, she had just went to the dentist and her freaking teeth were hurting. So we're all up trying to go back to sleep at 2 in the morning in a car, practically homeless. Not to mention a baby that has a high fever. We were homeless for like 3 days until my grandma and my mom found enough change to like get us a hotel room. And yeah, y'all listen to her. Hey, she's perfect. Hold on. Wait. I just don't